Well, I am completely in shock, and my plans for next week have changed drastically. Apparently, last night, about an hour after I went to sleep, the launch trailer for the story expansion for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed, dropped with a release date that is less than a week away. What? I woke up this morning, grabbed my cup of coffee, went on the computer to start do just the normal kind of work stuff that I do first thing in the morning, and happened to see it pop up. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? I thought maybe it was fake at first, and clicked on it, and I am blown away. I think tonally this is going to be very much like Torna compared to the base game of 2. I really think that this is a game that I am perfectly prepared to cry during the course of the storyline. It looks like it is going right in that vein. I love what we're seeing stylistically. Already within the trailer, without spoiling anything for people who have not played Xenoblade Chronicles 3 yet or haven't finished, just within that I can see so many things that we're going to see answered or more depth put into the past and the creation of the world in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and tying it to 1 and 2. I love the grizzled, older look for Shulk and Rex that we got teased with that initial trailer, but now we have a more in-depth look at that and what's going on with gameplay. And it looks brilliant, and I'm looking forward to it specifically because in the case of Torna, a lot of that game I actually enjoyed more than the base game. Obviously a smaller, more focused experience, and can't really compare on that aspect, but overall, in a lot of ways, I actually liked Torna more than Xenoblade Chronicles 2 itself, and there's a distinct possibility that this could happen again, because it just looks so great, and I like 3 so much more than 2 that this could be one of my favorite story experiences for video games in a long time. But there's one big issue, kind of the elephant in the room, that for half a second I was almost even like, am I even going to play it right away, even though it's, a story expansion to my favorite franchise, and one of the best entries in that franchise. Like, there's no, as of yet, physical release. It's just releasing digitally as part of the expansion pass, unlike, Torna. But I feel I have not given up hope for that happening. I feel what is going on, because we had, about a month ago, there was a release date leaked for the soundtrack, as all these new Xenoblade soundtracks are being released this summer. The definitive edition for Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which including the music from this story expansion. And so we knew pretty much that this was going to be coming out soon, definitely by June or July at the latest. And to be at that point, a game pretty much has to be done a while beforehand for distribution and physical production and just all the little end elements when everything's ready to go. So it was probably pretty much finished already when that was being leaked out. And then you look at the release dates for Zelda, and then right after that, Final Fantasy 16. And if it's already kind of ready to go, it made a lot of sense why they would slip it in really fast right here before those 2 big things launch, instead of holding off and waiting till later in the summer. If it's ready to go, put it out there before those other 2 things come out, and have it get the limelight and the attention that it deserves for a few weeks ahead of time. And especially with manufacturing and production issues that still continue, just look at the base game, how it launched early, but they could not get all the hard-to-get special editions ready and out yet till months later, because it's even a company as big as Nintendo has trouble getting a lot of things manufactured and pushed out there. So I think there are 2 possibilities in the future: either a standalone, which I think is less likely, release sometime before the end of the year, or I'm pretty much convinced with how successful 3 has been and the franchise as a whole during the lifetime of the Switch, and with how big this expansion seems to be, it might be something that is a Switch successor title, but I think we're going to get a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 definitive edition, complete edition, whatever ends up being called, with everything tied together physically and some sort of improvement or something added to it. I really think that is going to be a sort of double dip moneymaker possibility for the future if we don't see this released physically, separately. Because that would be really, really sad if it never was, and I think it will be. That's just the one thing that was on my mind. As I am, this is a rare case where I'm willing to go the digital route. As much as if you follow my videos, I don't really like any digital content, especially with expansions and things. I just would rather have physical stuff. So we shall see. This is one of the few cases there I can't resist. It's Xenoblade. So I am blown away that it is coming out of nowhere, less than a week. And man, the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters is coming in the mail any day now, and I was going to start going through those. And I've played them all before, but going back and playing some favorites, probably 5, because that one I've only played once before, would be where I'd start. And had some other games I was thinking about starting, and nope, forget all that. Everything else is on the back burner because Xenoblade is coming out. Have you checked out the trailer, and are you as crazy excited and shocked as I am?